change the tide today.
Okay, and of course, Joseph Obichesson is right here. And how you doing? Looking forward to the game.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm looking forward to the game. It's a game set match. Both sides, you can't really say one is better than the other because of the strength of what they've shown so far in this tournament. And of course, many people who have tipped Croatia to be the dark horse in this World Cup, I know for sure that they would have doubts in their minds at this moment in time because they've seen so many. Well, I don't want to call it upset because it's as a result of how prepared you are. And here's a stage where the men are being taken away from the boys. They've been separated, where the goats are being separated from actual horses. So I think now is the time for us to know who really would be the dark horse. If Japan decides to go through in this one, I think you have to give them a chance at the World Cup.
All right, game soon to start, but of course it'd be nice to see what really plays out. Don't forget, it's a full team. We also have Tony Becker-Dermo around the corner. We also have a former Nigerian international who was there at the 2002 World Cup. Yes, Korea-Japan World Cup. Talking about Julius Efosa Rawa, who is part of the team this wonderful afternoon. But of course, let's get the starting lineup straight up from Joseph, and then we'll open up the phone lines and get started. Game to start off in the next 7 minutes.
Yes, we all start with the home side. I'm talking about the Japanese national team. They call them the Blue Samurais with Suichi Gonda in goal, Takehiro Tomiyasu. In the defensive line with a 3-4-3 system, Maya Yoshida, who is the captain of the day. Shogo Taniguchi is also partnering the rest of the two guys in defensive cover. Junya Ito, Wataru, Endo, Edemase Morita, and of course Yuto Nagatomo make up the back, the middle four, Ritsu, Ditsan, and of course Daisen Maeda on that man they call Daichi Kamada. You make sure they get in as much as possible in terms of goals against the Croatians. What about the Croatian side? We've got Dominik Livakovic, yes, in goal, and back four of Bosnia Barisic, Gvardiol. We've got Dejan Lovren, Juranovic right there at the back four. What about the middle three? Mateo Kovacic, Marcelo Brozovic, and of course that man Luka Modric is the captain of the day, and of course we'll be looking to spread many assists as possible. Ivan Perisic, Bruno Petkovic, and Andrej Kramaric will look to score as much as possible for the Croatian side. What about a quick peep into the substitutes bench for the Japanese side? Yes, tutored by Hajime Moriyasu. We've got Eji Kawashima, Daniel Schmidt, Miki Yamane, Hiroki Sakai, Hiroki Ito, Aotanka, Agaku Sakasi, Kaoru Mitoma, Yuki Soma, Takumi Minamino, Takuma Asano, Shuto Machino, and that's why they call Eyasa Ueda, will be making sure, yes, maybe they can input some of their abilities from the substitute bench. What about Lokos Dalic, who has been named on the substitute bench? We've got Ivo Gribic, Ivika Ivusic, Damagod Vidra, Josip Justav Talo, and of course Martin Elich, Miroslav Orsic, Lukas Stutic, and of course that's man they call Christian Jacic, Lovio Mahir, and Marko Livaja, Mario Pasalic, and Tebodomir all make it to the starting. They are starting from the bench, and of course they will be looking to get some minutes in this action.
Okay, all right, it's happening at the Al Janoub Stadium, and of course, in case you were wondering, Japan are a side who you might want to say are pretty hard to actually predict. They are 24th on the FIFA ranking, and right here at the World Cup, they have, why I said they are hard to predict is because they've gone on to actually stun Germany, and of course, that was in their first match before they lost to Costa Rica, and then went right back to cause another upset by beating Spain. So let's see what side shows up against Croatia. It'll be nice to see how it all plays out. Croatia, of course, they mixed two goalless draws with a 4-1 thrashing of Canada in the group stage, and they have reached the last 16 twice in 5 previous World Cup appearances. Anyway, let's get some calls. You can reach us. Number for you to call 090-40,889, 090-41,889. Yinka, before we get to the phone lines, what do you expect?
Well, I expect a very tough game. Certainly, one man will be key for the Croatia for this particular game. Andrej Kramaric is having a very, very great tournament. Seems like the fight he had with the coach last time out of the World Cup in 2018 that led to his being sent home. He started to try to prove a point, and he's doing so well at this tournament. He's been the man. Yeah, of course, for this Croatian team going to this particular game, it will be key to whatever they have to offer in attack as well. And Luka Modric, well, last time out, had it tough, would have to also come up the party and step up big time this time around. But the Japanese side, I think I'm very much interested in them because, you know, you don't beat Germany. They say it was one of them beating Spain, and that of course already shows these guys live for the big moment, live for those shocking games. And the only game where they were favorites, they lost against Costa Rica. Now they are underdog once again against Croatia. That is to tell you that you don't just can't take them lightly. You have to look at them. And I'm up for shock somehow today. I don't know. Croatia runners up last time out are favorite and expected to win once again. But I just believe there's something inside this Japanese team that is beyond what the Japanese nation look like. There are constituent elements, players who are strong, who are exposed, who plays their trade in the Bundesliga, who get underrated, who could just once again come up to stun the Croatians this evening in this game.
All right, you can call us up. Number for you to call, like I said, 090 40,000 889, 090 41,000 889. And of course, remember that if you're calling from outside Nigeria, 234. All right, so let's start off with this one. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Okay.
Yes, please. Welcome.
Yeah, I agree in Casper and Joseph.
I greet you too. Good afternoon.
Yeah,
Welcome.
it's Kadri calling now.
All right, Kadri.
Yes. Okay, please. In Casper,
Yes.
you talk about the player. Was it the player that was sent to at the last World Cup?
And Kramaric, yes.
Okay, they invited him for this one.
Yes.
Okay.
He was asked to come in that time. He was asked to come in. He now said Yoshida did not agree to come in, and he was sent to the last World Cup in 2018.
I know, but Dr. Doan for Music and Sport, but I think they play this World Cup now.
No, he's in this World Cup.
I think they know they this particular World Cup.
Okay, he's there.
Okay, no wala. I agree too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get some more calls. Let's get to hear from you. You can call us. Number for you to call, of course, 090 40,000 889, 090 41,000 889 is the number that you can dial us right about now. Would like to hear what you have to say. Who will get this one? Who is going to win this game? Who is going to advance to the next round, which is the quarterfinals? Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
This is Toby.
Toby, okay.
I think I want to talk to Yinka Sport. Like, it wasn't Andres Kramaric that was sent to me in the last one, but it was Mario Pasalic.
Okay.
It was Mario Pasalic, not Kramaric. And anyway, I'm looking forward to Croatia winning this one, sure.
Okay. All right.
So you think Croatia will win?
Yes.
That's what he said.
Okay, that's favorites. Thing will continue. Because the
Yes.
favorites have been winning games at the knockout round.
Yes.
Me, I'm up for the shock.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, game about to get started any second from now. And of course, we still want to hear your views about who you think is advancing, who will have the upper hand. The game has started. Japan versus Croatia.
And the Croatians got us underway in this game. So Croatia, of course, with a kickoff against Japan. The Japanese in all blue. Yes, of course, looks like Chelsea Blues. Croatians, of course, white with a touch of red in the shirts and white shorts as well as the white socks. So it is action underway. Croatia indeed favorite, and they indeed got us a game underway.
All right, so let us know who your money is on. Who do you really think is going to advance? Hello.
Hello, okay, good afternoon.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, MJ. Yinka Sport. Okay, Yinka Sport.
Yes,
You are welcome.
Yinka
Yes,
and
good afternoon to you.
Joseph.
Tochuku on the line.
All right, let's go, Tochuku.
It's a pity that I see Croatia going home.
Croatia is going home, you think?
Okay. Yes, my crystal ball is currently working 100%.
Let's
now.
hope it works today.
Yeah,
This is your
that's
crystal ball.
It's 100% full current.
Yeah.
I see Japan sending Croatia packing of this World Cup.
I see.
That is a pity.
Okay.
Because Japan will use their speed and their tactics and everything in them. Croatia will not be able to cope. And I see them sending Croatia home. my crystal ball has told me Croatia is winning this first half 1-0. Even though the Croatia win, but Japan must defeat Croatia today. My crystal ball is working. Take it to the bank.
Let's hope your crystal ball is working today. No problem. Thank you very much for calling. Anyway, it's a full house, like we said before. I mentioned before that we have the former Nigerian international. He was there at the Korea-Japan World Cup in 2002. Julius Efosa Agawa, right here. This wonderful, wonderful afternoon. How are you doing, Julius?
I'm good. Okay, thank you for having me once again.
Yes. Indeed, the game has gotten started, like we said, and we have the chairman CEO, who is regularly our chief analyst right here during this whole coverage. You're very welcome to the coverage, Japan-Korea.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so I'm going to just ask both of you. Japan has, sprang up a few surprises so far this World Cup. First, it was Germany, and even though they lost to Costa Rica, we thought they could continue that way. They went on to now win against Spain. What to expect against? They are the underdogs going into this game against Croatia.
Well, one thing I've seen that is going well for them is that spirit. That that when they come to the pitch, they know that they have to give 120%. It has been going well for them. If you look at the team, they don't have star players, players that you can look at and say, oh, this player is playing for one big team, or they play as a team. I think that is going well for them as well. And they have a lot of stamina as well. They can play like this for the whole 90 minutes and they can run you down. Croatia as well, they have that same spirit. They have the same stamina. But for Japan, I think everything is going well for them. Them to take this one home against the Croatians.
Lightning striking thrice. Okay, Double Doctor, what do you think about this game? How would it go?
First 30 minutes, Croatia should be able to score in the first 30 minutes, use experience.
Okay.
If they don't use the opportunities within the first 30 minutes, they'll start getting tired. The second half will be very difficult for Croatia. What we are seeing is clearly youth versus experience.
Okay, so because they're an older team, they will slow down and get tired.
Definitely. And that's why Japan will overrun them. In the second half.
Okay, so score as soon as possible, especially in the first 30 minutes, according to Double Doctor. Anyway, do let us know your views. Call us up. In the meantime, let's get some match update, Inka.
All right, well, I touched on some match update right here. Let's let you know there was a wasted chance. Of course, on the 3rd minute mark, what happened? A precise cross was sent into the box. Japan had a chance through Shogo Taniguchi, of course, who sent the header that flew narrowly wide of the left post. The ball went out of play. Croatia had a goal kick at that point in time. Could easily have been Japan's opportunity to break through and get a first goal at that point in time. It was a rare attack there, yes, with Croatia, of course, in charge of play. But then tracking back action down to the 2nd minute, Kovacic across the ball from the left side from the free kick that actually the Croatian won against the Japanese, but then it came to naught when it was sent into the 18-yard box. Right after that, Junja Ito, of course, had the ball, walked through the corner, shot instead of sending the ball into the penalty area. Right after that, they had a chance, and yet the man that was so close to scoring was Shogo Taniguchi at that point. On the 4th minute, Modric whipped in a ball. Yes, it was a cross into the penalty area. One of the defenders of Japan was alert. Takehiro was there, and saw that, spanked it away. The ball was left out of play. Croatia had a throw-in at that point in time. On the 5th minute mark, Croatia, yes, had possession of the ball, produced short exchange of passes 1-on-2 from players to players, and that was what they did at that point in time. Croatia, of course, edging a bit possession of this particular game, but Japan have already had, the resolve of the Croatian defense tested with a chance that was wasted on the 3rd minute at that point in time by Shogo Taniguchi. It is Croatia 0, Japan 0, or Japan 0, Croatia 0-0, because Japan are the home team for this particular fixture.
All right. So let's get some reactions. Let's go to the phone lines. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, welcome to Sports Radio Brila FM. How do you do?
Yeah, great. This is Gabriel calling you from Kuje in Abuja.
All right, Gabriel, please go ahead.
Yes, I want to celebrate all the crew there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Especially my very, very close friend and admirer, Adawanda.
Hey, good evening.
I still remember that goal. Those 2 goals he scored in his Super Eagles debut against the Senegal.
Yes.
And even the other header, he scored a cross from, I think, Joseph Yobo to him in the Korea, Japan.
Nigeria, Sweden, second game.
Yeah. So, yes, it's still very fresh in my memory.
Thank you for all the support all
Yes.
these years.
You see, just like you say, Japanese have been a compact side in this competition. They defend together and they attack together. That makes it very difficult. And they are very strong. They will come on you and keep coming on you. They don't get tired. That is what I'm not very sure around this the center of the Croatians. And I think that might work against them. Now you don't look at them as the underdogs again because they haven't beaten Germany and beaten Spain. You must take them very seriously. Otherwise, you just underrate them at your own period. That is my take for now.
All right, then. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. He's acknowledging how strong the Japanese are. It is 7 minutes gone already in the game. Japan 0, Croatia 0. All right. Let's quickly get another call before we get some match updates from Yinka. Hello.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, please. Welcome.
Yeah. Yinka Sports, I agree.
I greet you. Good afternoon to you.
I got wonder.
You are welcome.
Yeah, I greet you all.
Greet you too.
Yeah.
This is Ambassador Paul.
Okay.
Let me go this way with a saying. If wishes are horses, the girls were surely right. I would like the Japanese to take the day so that Kovacic will go and rest. But it will be very difficult. So I wish my heart for the Japanese. God bless you all.
God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So let's get some match updates, Yinka.
All right, 9 minutes on the clock. It is Japan 0, Croatia 0. Let's backtrack action back to the 6 minutes. The last time was 5th minute. On the 6 minutes, something happened. The Croatians indeed had exchange of the ball. Tried to attack through even Perisic from the left, but then it was well marked by Tomiyasu at that point in time. Ball was sent into the halfway yard on the 7-minute mark. Yes, the Croatian teams relaunched the attack. It was once again through the left. Even Perisic was involved in play. Ran into the ball inside the box and smashed it towards the left side of the goalpost. The goalkeeper was there, read it so well. A great effort, yes, from him to save, but then an even better save from the goalkeeper, Gonda, who tipped the ball around the post at that point in time. It was a ball, an attacking move from the left side. These guys wanted, yes, you want to say at this point in time, they have a plan to exploit Tomiyasu, but then, yes, they've actually been able to deal with that so well. Perhaps at some point it will crack. Let's let you know that after that, on the 10-minute mark, Gonda displayed his ability once again in reading the game and cleared the danger after Petkovic threatened to latch onto a through ball from just outside the box. It was well checkmated at that point in time. Croatia with the ball, Croatia with the possession, Croatia with the play and initiative in this game. Japan certainly up for the break. They've had one, could not make the most of it, but then they still have a plenty of chances to do something in this game. 11 minutes on the clock, Japan 0, Croatia 0.
All right, so in cruise control.
Cruise control, even though many chances have not been quite produced in this match, but then we'll tell you what the story is like on paper. 22% of the ball possession has gone to the Japanese, who are called the Blue Samurais, while 78% has gone to the Croatians. Yes, just to tell you that they have the lion's share of the ball possession and, of course, dictating play. Goal attempts, total of 3 in this encounter, and 2 has gone to the Croatians. Only 1 going to the Japanese. 1 shot on goal has been recorded in this match. It has gone to the Croatians. 1 shot of goal as well, which has gone the way of the Japanese. The number of block shots remains at 1 at this point in time. 1 free kick that's gone to the Japanese. 1 as well in the terms of corner kicks has gone to the Japanese. No offside calls in this match so far, and only 1 time as the Japanese goalkeeper had to bail his team out from conceding an early goal. Only 1 foul that has gone the way of the Croatians. 28 total passes in favor of the of the Japanese, the Blue Samurais, and 84 in total for the Croatians. And out of 84, they've been able to complete 76 between themselves. And of course, the Japanese have a total of 28 passes and been able to make 19. Yes, a total 1. 3 tackles in total, and it has gone to the Japanese. Only 8 tackles from Japanese as well, and 3 has been dangerous. The Croatians, in the other hand, have 16 total attacks, rather, and of course, only 8 has been dangerous.
All right. Thank you very much. 12 minutes, almost 13 minutes gone in the game. It is still Japan 0 and Croatia 0. Hello. Hello.
How are you doing?
We are doing very well. How are you?
Fine. That's good job for Brila. What is that?
Say that again.
Double Doctor, is he in the studio?
Yes, Double Doctor is right here.
Yeah, please, I would like to speak to Double Doctor.
Go ahead, he's listening.
Okay, good. Double Doctor.
Good afternoon.
I have been your fan since when you are in Ovu, when you are in OGBC, when you started this sport. Then you started this sport. My name is Leke, sorry. My name is Leke.
Right, good afternoon, Leke.
So, yes, I want to ask you one question. When you started this project, there's one of your staff, Gvardiol, is he still with you, or yes? He's not there anymore, and Jemba and all of the other crews.
Well, the beauty of the Garden of Eden is that at the time, Adam had to go.
Okay. What of my sister, Madame, Jota Bridget?
She's doing very well.
The beauty again of what God has put together is that he didn't wait for anyone to leave at any time. But you see, this is how it works. This is how it works. They are still brothers, they are still friends, and some of them have gone to pursue their own dreams. And this is if John Terry did not leave Chelsea, you will not have Koulibaly.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, let's just focus on the game. We have Japan-Croatia going on. Okay, so if you want to contribute and let us know who is advancing to the next round, don't take us far. Don't carry us go where we don't know. You understand? So let's just face the game and avoid distractions. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's get back to the phone lines. Of course, it is 14 minutes going to 15 minutes already. Croatia is pressing hard, Julius.
I can see that. This is experience dictating the game right now. And if they don't get one before the close of the first half, the way they are playing, they are pressing, they are keeping possession. I wish they would score this first half so that the game will know the pace and the side the game is going to. If they don't score now, I think Japanese, they are going to take charge of the game because they will play like this till the 90 minutes, even extra time. They have the stamina to do it. And if Croatia don't score now, it's going to be a difficult game for them in the second half.
All right. Double Doctor, with Croatia just dictating this game now, the pace and everything, what can the Japanese do to, exploit their weakness? Do they even have any at this point?
I think what they are doing now is to contain. You see, when you're playing against men who are very experienced and who do it for very top clubs, the first thing you do is to read intention. What do they want to do? What are they trying to do? How do we close down spaces? So you find that what the Japanese people are doing now is clearly to shut down spaces. And that's why you find that they have a 5-man line behind. And so they are just trying to contain the Croats and see how the game will open up. That's why I said first 30 minutes, Croatia. After that, you'll see that there will be a change in style from Coach Tomiyasu of Japan.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's get back to the phone lines. Let's hear from you. And of course, we have a caller here. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Doctor, I agree to.
Yeah, he greets you too.
Yeah, he's just down on the line.
Okay.
Or you can call me Wan-Bissaka.
Okay,
Doctor, nice to hear from you. Nice to speak with you on phone. This is the program of Brila FM. This is the first time speaking with you.
Good afternoon.
Doctor, I'm so happy.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Right.
Let me talk about this match going on right now. everybody needs to do something on their chance, because I can see Japanese, they are creating a lot of chance, but they are missing a lot of chance on this match. So they need to convert their chances, because when you don't convert your chances, people off you at the last. So when you have that chance, I'm going to convert that chance immediately. Because I didn't even see what Croatia are doing in this match, though they are pressing Japanese, but Japanese are having a good opportunity chance there. So they need to convert that chance. I'm telling you the truth. In fact, I'm supporting them now for them to win this match, because in this match, I didn't even know who to support in the morning when we are talking about this match. But for now, I'm supporting Japan. So let Japan win this match, because I know what they are playing. Croatia are not serious in this match, so Japanese should take their chances. That's what I have to say on this match.
Okay,
But
thank you.
you.
Thank you. Pitching his tent with Japan. Let's get some update, Inka.
All right, well, for the Croats, more romance with the ball. For the Japanese, direct, and they look like the team that would certainly, possibly at some point, break the deadlock. Let's let you know that Junja Ito had the cross into the box, brushed forward. It was intercepted. Thereafter, yes, Nagatomo was equally played through on goal on the 12th-minute mark. It was a cross into the 18-yard box. The defenders missed. The attacking player, of course, missed as well. It fell into an attacking player of Japan who had a chance, Doan, his name, but then his effort was not good enough. The ball went out of play. Another real good chance for them to also get themselves in front, but then it came to naught. On the 14th minute, Kramaric, however, got a chance, and Croatia had a chance to build. Resulted into a cross from the left side, but the ball was cleared off to safety of one of the defending players at that point in time in the Japanese defense. On the 17th minute, Richard Doan, a very key player for Japan, failed to reach the box as the defense cleared the ball away from danger. Josco Gvardiol made a sliding tackle as the referee Smile left blew his whistle for a foul. Japan won a free kick on the 18th minute. It is 19 minutes on the clock. Japan 0, Croatia 0. The Croats, of course, like I did say, with the ball. The Japanese with the real chance. And of course, don't be surprised if at some point in the course of this game, Japan actually get to break the deadlock in this particular encounter. It is goalless.
All right. Don't forget, you can still call us up so we can hear from you. But just to let you in on something else going on ahead of the game that we would enjoy between England and France soon enough, not today, of course, by the weekend. Raheem Sterling is leaving the England team, yes, the World Cup squad in Qatar, to return to England after armed intruders actually broke into his home on Saturday. It is believed that his family were at home during that incident that occurred in Surrey. So he's left for home to go check up on everything. This is ahead of the game, but of course he's been granted some time off to go check out his family. Anyway, let's thank you so much to those of you who are watching us live from the social media, from Facebook, from Twitter. Thank you, and also on YouTube. Thank you so very much. Don't forget, join in on the conversation. Let us know how you feel this would go, and to the so many views we are getting right now on Facebook. Thank you so much. I think we should check out some of the comments, live feeds that we have right there on Facebook, Joseph.
Yes, we have many comments on the Facebook live feed, with many of them it's rather towing the line of Japanese who are maybe just going to take all day. But then Okoja gift is saying, good afternoon, sir, and the guys, good afternoon to you all. Brila FM, you guys are making us feel at home. More blessings in your lives, sir.
You don't want to call that Japanese guy be Panka Chandrawanshi. It's Japanese Panka Chandrawanshi. I wouldn't know. He says, I support Japan, and drop the flag of Japanese nation there.
That's a Japanese.
Maybe Japanese. Panka Chandrawanshi says support Japan.
Sounds
and it drops the flag as well. Or Indian,
Yeah.
but then it supports Japan. He's an Asian in this particular game. So we have multicultural setting, plenty of guys out there on our Facebook fan page. If you want to enjoy the banter, it is exactly one place for you to be to read comments. You can go ahead.
Yeah, talking about the international audience we have there, it's amazing because from times where we had other games, South Korea and the rest of that, we had fans from all over there. So that's amazing. Anyway, finish up with two more comments. Let's get back in the game.
All right, Prince Will is saying Japan will carry the day from Thailand. Someone else is saying, yeah, shout me out from Philippines, Mark John Baguao. Mohammed MC is saying Korea Croatia all the way from Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
And a whole lot of people saying Croatia. And they're actually divided, but then it's all there. You can just go there to check your comments and yes, make all of the banters flow.
All right, that would be nice. Okay, let's get back in the game. Let's get updates here.
All right, 22 minutes on the clock. It is still yes, no go yet. Japan 0, Croatia 0. And well, let's backtrack action to the 19 minutes when Dazen Maeda of Japan, yes, was flagged offside and linesman risked his flag at that point in time to twat what looked like a promising move. It was adjudged off and it was stopped at that point in time on the 19 minutes. On the 20-minute mark, Livakovic stepped in and intercepted a long pass from Junya Ito of Japan. That was a well-threaded pass from the middle of the park, but then it was well truncated on the 20th minute mark. Yes, on the 21st minute, an opponent rose to his feet after being down by Yoshida, the central defender of Japan. Ismail Efta saw this and the sliding tackle blew for a foul at that point in time. It was a free kick to the Croats, but then yes, the resultant free kick came to naught at the end of the day. 22 minutes on the clock, Japan 0, Croatia 0.
All right, I think it's not a bad game. It's enjoyable, you know, because you really don't know at this point how who's going to draw first blood. You know, could it be Croatia? Could Japan just, you know, take an advantage and try to slot one in? But it'd be nice to see a goal soon from any side at all. 22 minutes going on 23 minutes already in the game. It is still goalless if you're just tuning in. Japan 0, Croatia 0. Hello. Oh, sorry about that. Do call us back. Thank you. Next caller. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Sports Radio. What's your name? Okay, please, what you're doing is affecting our ears. So you're trying to listen at the same time talk. Not good at all. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, so how far?
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Sports Radio. How do you do?
Yeah, fine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Double Doctor, I greet you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Nigerians, I like just let you. Yeah, it's so beautiful. You look so young.
You're watching us too.
Yes, I'm watching you from Anambra State. I'm watching you from
Wonderful.
Thank
For the sake of
He looks
register,
so young.
handsome.
Maybe he will share his recipe. I don't know what his secret potion is. He will share it with us.
So about the game, actually the two sides are trying. The game was very impressive. But I think at the end of the day, Croatia might take the day as I'm seeing the game.
Oh.
So, but the Japanese, they are too impressive. I must tell you, I don't expect them to play like this. They are very good. They're very good. But the only thing is they have to convert their chances in order to take the day.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, thanks for calling. Anyway, we'll still get some more calls. Let's see how it goes. This game, on paper, Japan are actually seen as the underdog. But maybe, like I said before, it's a pretty hard game to predict, given the pedigree of Japan at the World Cup so far. I mean, while you think you can look down on them or say, oh, they're the smaller side, they could surprise you. Ask Spain, ask Germany. They'll tell you about it. But, of course, at this point, it's a round of 16, and any little mistake, any team gets to pay for it. Every country gets to pay for it. So both sides have had good chances, but not one has been able to result in a goal so far. It's 25 minutes gone. Still Japan 0, Croatia 0. Hello. Hello. Hello? Are you there? Hello? Are you there? I guess you're not ready to talk, so let's talk to someone who's ready. Hello, welcome to Sports Radio. Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, welcome. Good evening.
Ninga Sports.
Yes, evening to you.
Good evening.
I greet you too.
Mr. Julius, good evening.
Good evening.
Olorioko, I greet you. Baba we sabi football.
Dr. Larry Zamuje, yes.
Baba we sabi. No, not football. Baba we sabi sport.
Good afternoon, sir.
When you are talking about football, it's there. When you are talking about boxing, so that is there. So that I greet you, sir.
To God be the glory.
Well done, sir.
Okay.
Sholola is on the line. Sholola is on the line.
Okay, nice to speak with you. So talk to us. How will this
Yes.
game go?
This game, Japan go pack their load today.
You mean
Yeah, then we go and Sebu new motor for us.
So end of the road for Japan.
Yes. Go there.
They should go and assemble
New
automobiles.
motor. Not say we are in December now.
Oh,
We need the latest motor so that I go there.
Now, wow for you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's get some updates, Hinka.
All right, let's let you know, 27 minutes on the clock. It is Japan 0, Croatia 0. Key moment in this game, yes, came on the 23rd minute mark when Gvardiol had a rough time, yes, on the field of play. He had to indeed overcome a serious injury threat at that point in time, temporarily stopped, but then was attended to. Gvardiol sent a weak shot. He was allowed to continue. Looked scary at first, but then he was good enough to continue this game and had a shot over the back of the pitch, and it was a goal kick for Japan at that point in time on the 24th minute mark. On the 26th minute mark, a long through ball was sent into the box which almost gave Bruno Petkovic a good chance, but then he lost out to one of the defenders. He actually had a chance to simply try to pass through the Japanese defense onto the Russian Kramaric, but then the pass did not even get to Kramaric because the defenders were there, alerted and dealt with it so well. It was a good block there made by Maya Yoshida of Shaka, who denied them at that point in time. Let's let you know that right on the 27-minute mark, a crossfield of passes once again was sent in, end-to-end stuff. Yes, it was even Perisic who sent in a cross into the 18-yard box. Bruno Petkovic tried to indeed connect, could not get in touch, and yes, was there. Kovacic was there, sent in the box, a ball back into the 18-yard box, and yeah, it was well fought for at this point in time to the left, and one man was there to send in a cross-field pass at the end at that point in time. Barisic was there to send in a cross. If Perisic was there with Dink Eda, but then that Eda was not good enough to beat the Japanese, who did not even go toward the framework of goal. It was pressure and danger averted at that point in time. So a ball back in play, 20 minutes on the clock, Japan 0, Croatia 0.
Okay, all right, thank you very much for that. Let's quickly let you know, still nothing changed, but of course, it's a tense one between both sides. Croatia still this game so far, but still nothing to show for it. Still no goal scored, because that is all that will matter at this point. Okay, so let's go for this next call. Hello?
Hello. Good evening.
Yes, welcome. Good evening.
That was good evening to you.
Good evening, bro.
Good evening. Maxwell on the line, the Barcelona section.
Okay.
Yeah. Julius Agogo, I agree to you.
Good evening. You're welcome.
Maeda, I agree to you.
The man is not
Doctor,
here,
I
but...
hear you.
Good afternoon.
Double Doctor, I hear you.
Good afternoon.
Nice to hear your voice.
Yeah,
Nice to hear your voice, Double Doctor. The
Thank
first
you.
time.
Thank you.
First time to hear your voice, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Yeah. You see, I'll get to tomorrow. Now, today, Japan go out, do another motor for us. So, you know, December with the enter too. You know, just go out, prepare another motor for us. Japanese, you know, the any motor. Today, they go pack their load, go. 2 go to 0 to Croatia. 2 go to 0. Yeah, now we're done. I get all of them, and I do well.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so it's 30 minutes on the clock. Let's get some stats update from Joseph. Let's see how the game has gone in the past 30 minutes in the game.
Yes, of course, 33 minutes is the time on the clock. At this point in time, let us let you know that 37% of the ball possession has gone to the Blue Samurais, while the Croatians continue to boss the game. 60% of the ball possession. They have 1 goal attempt to the Japanese Samurais, while 3 has gone to the Croatians. 1 shot on goal so far in the first half, and it has gone the way of the Croatians. 2 shots off goal, shots off goal, and both times it has gone in the way of the Croatian. What about the number of free kicks in this match? We have a total of 7, with 3 going to the Japanese and 4 going to the Croatians. And of course, 1 corner kick has been played in this match so far. 1, and it has gone to the way of the Blue Samurais. 1 offside call, it has also gone the way of the Blue Samurais. The number of goalkeeper saves still remains at 1. And the number of passes, yes, in total between the Japanese players stands at 116. Yes, and they've been able to complete 92 of 116 passes. What about the Croatians? Bossing things 225 times. They've attempted passes between their players 204 times. Have they completed those passes? The number of tackles in this match remains at 7, and it has gone 4 to the Japanese Samurais, 3 to the Croatians. The number of attacks stands as 20, yes, for the Japanese, and they've made 11 a dangerous one. What about the number of attacks for the Croatians? 47 times they come, and of course 17 times, yes, 17 different times they've come close to scoring.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the phone lines. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, welcome.
Okay, how are you doing?
Very well. And how are you? What's your name?
Well, my name is Paul, calling from Akaba.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Julius, good evening.
Good evening. You're welcome.
Yeah, Double Doctor, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm happy to speak with you, sir.
Yes, same here to hear you.
Thank you, sir. Talking about Japan, see what is happening for this match. Japan will win this match by 2-1. That's what's going to happen.
Okay, 2-1. And why do you believe that?
Yeah, I believe. That's just what is going to happen.
Okay. All right, we'll see how that goes. All right.
Okay, there's a master class going on.
Okay.
And that's what has dictated the whole play so far. You find that in the middle for Croatia, you have Brozovic, Kovacic, and Modric. So what they play is whoever holds the ball must locate any of the 3 just mentioned.
Wow.
And then they play compact. So you find Modric behind Kovacic. And he is the main playmaker. He's the playmaker, not main. Playmaker. Main player for them in this game. At times he goes back to take the ball and looks for either Brozovic or Kovacic. And that's why the Japanese are having a lot of problems. Because they are afraid to come out. Because when they come out, he can lob above the midfielders. And that becomes a very big problem. So what they do is get the ball, play in the middle, around the center circle, and wait for these guys to come out. So when you have your top man enjoying himself, ready to do it for his country, he's 37, he has said after this tournament he will not retire. Croatia till I breathe my last.
Wow.
That is what he has said, even at 37. And so you find that he's the one dictating pace. He's always there, very close to Kovacic, and you see Brozovic. So there's a masterclass going on in the middle for Croatia. And once they're able to get the space, the first goal will arrive. But the Japanese are also being very careful, and that's why you find that 2 men are always in front, and they keep their 4 in the middle and 4 behind.
So their strength is in their midfield.
Yes, for Croatia, the strength is in the midfield.
Wow.
And the attack line is still trying to get it right. So that's why you find that Kramaric and Perisic are still trying to get the lines right.
All right, let's come to Julius. When you have your opponent's midfield that strong, how then, I mean, do you find a way to still get the ball ahead, get past them to get the ball ahead in their own box?
Yeah, if you see the way the game is going, they're trying to get the ball through to the center midfield, but it's not been possible because the Japanese players, they've clogged the middle of the park. No matter passes you are going to push through, he's not going to pass through that middle. They have numbers in there. So what the Croatians are trying to do is to come through the wings, and then they put a lot of crosses in. You can see a lot of crosses have been put into the box, but they don't have enough men to deliver the final touches. I think what they need now is to put a lot of bodies in the box so that when they put those crosses in, it will be easy for them to connect, because we have a lot of Japanese people, the midfielders, the defenders, all of them coming into the box to defend. But if the Croatians commit a lot of players into the box as well, those crosses coming in, they can hit the target.
Wow, a tough one. All right, let's quickly go back to the phone lines. Hello.
Hello, okay.
Yes, please, welcome.
I greet you. This is Kadri calling.
Okay, Kadri.
I agree with Double Doctor.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Julius Adaowa, I greet you.
Good evening.
I don't greet you now before you can sports.
Yeah.
Yes, Kadri calling.
Okay, Kadri.
Please, Okay, I heard people say Japan will go home, maybe they go attempt to. Okay, Japan team, they are strong. Yeah, game against Germany. A lot of people thought it was maybe in a fluke, but you saw what they did against Spain again in their last game. They beat Spain. They even topped the group with Spain did. So for me, there are no pushovers. You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it will be maybe this game will even go to extra time. We might have our first game that will go to extra time in this competition. Do you understand?
No.
So I got to hear people say that they downgrade Japan. And there was a bout. Okay.
We're listening. Go ahead.
I want to tell Doctor say I want to know whether now football now really be the king of sports because I hear say that story fight. Okay, nobody talks about it. Maybe because of
now
the
you know they're here now. We did a preview back to back. You understand?
Okay,
on the evening show there was a preview Dr. Larry Zamoje did with Femi, and then on Saturday morning he did a preview with me. So now you know just the year.
And that's a part of Kadiri. Senegal they play. Our African brothers they play. Tyson Fury they fight Chisora. Which one you say who's supposed to talk pass?
I will support our African brothers.
Now make us give more time to the football.
Yeah. I agree to that.
Right, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, updates, Yinka.
Okay, well, I'm giving you some more update right here. Let's let you know that a bit of the tide has shifted. The Croats, of course, at this point in time also have some defending to do because Japan suddenly have been able to come out of their shell. Daichi Kamada looked to have broken free at some point, but then an opposing player cleared the ball away. He was well marked then by Kovacic. On the 34th minute mark, Japan dominated the game momentarily. Exchange of combination of passes, one on two players, one on two touches, great harmony between the players, and they had a chance attack through Yuto Nagatomo from the right, who sent in a cross into the 18-yard box, but then that cross was intercepted just before entering the edge of the 18-yard box from the left side for the Croats. At that point in time, Yuto Nagatomo was there once again and gave away a foul and trying to simply recover the ball after an attacking move, and the referee blew his whistle for a foul at that point in time on the 35th minute mark. Thereafter, once again, yes, it was Junto Ito who had the ball and tried to send in a ball.
But one thing we've seen the Japanese do in this game so far is that everybody is tactically disciplined. They are playing from a book. So nobody is trying his own ideas. Everybody's just doing what the coach instructed them to do. That is just what we are seeing play out so far. So you find that they are not too adventurous. The instruction is when you have the ball, tire them out, play wide. So go to the longest lines of the field. So you see what they are trying to do. This may eventually make the Croatian guys get tired in the second half. That was what Southgate also said yesterday in his post-match press conference after beating Senegal. That at the stage he instructed his players to just play with the ball, tire them out. And that paid off.
Okay, well, let's let you know a great attacking move there by Japan. Tore Croatia into shreds. Swan to second touch ball. Quick recovery by the Japanese player. Yes, the big miss was by the man, Daichi Kamada, who simply should have kept his cool and perhaps directed his ball a bit downward. Would have been a goal for Japan at that point in time. Japan had chances to indeed beat the Croatians. 1-2 touches of passes at the edge of the 18-yard box, and yeah, breaking through at the edge from the sideways of the 18-yard box. It was well threaded through to Daichi Kamada, who's caught back, also beat Dejan Lovren. He had a sight of the goalkeeper and the goal, but then yes, his effort was way inches over the crossbar at that point in time. On the 40th or the 39-minute mark, Japan missed what would have been a chance for them to break the deadlock, but then it is still Japan 0, Croatia 0.
And then what happens when you are under pressure? So if you look back, you'll find that the line was fluffed. The Croatians themselves had to make their line crooked. It was no longer straight. And so when you start seeing that, you want to try it and try it again.
Okay. All right. It's nearing the halftime mark right here. And, of course, Japan still 0 and Croatia 0. But, of course, I think a goal would really change how this game is currently going. I mean, it would be nice to see one of these teams just score a goal. Let's go for the score.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, my name is Paul.
Mr. Paul, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to say hi to Double Doctor.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, I have been a fan of Brila FM. I'm from Kaduna State. I came to Lagos 6 years ago.
Right, thank you
So
very
I've
much.
been enjoying Brila in Kaduna and Abuja.
Thank you.
Fortunately, where I was staying in Kaduna, I was both getting Brila, Abuja, and Kaduna at the same time.
Wow.
Lucky you.
So in fact, Brila have been a very good friend of mine. I've been listening to Brila for a long time.
Wonderful.
So and even when I came down to Lagos, I was very, very happy.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. Thank you very much to all the staff. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very, very much.
We should thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the great love, and carrying us with you everywhere you've been going to. Okay, so let's get some more. Dr. Larry Zamoje, with this game end, do you expect it to still end, 0-0 for this first half? Does it seem like that's how it will be?
It's like these boys are now believing more, talking about Japan.
I said I'm for the shock. I said I'm for the shock. And yes, the Japanese national team and the Blue Samurai have opened and broken the deadlock. This is not shocking. This is not surprising. Croatia may have romanced the ball, had a chance to caress the ball more, but the breakthrough has gone the way of the Japanese, who have had real breaks a couple of times before finally converting. The man, who plays club football in Scotland for Celtic, Maeda, is the man who has opened the scoring in this particular one for the Japanese. It was a cross by Nagatomo, sent into the 18-yard box, and it was there. Yes, first missed lead. Croatia have a game to chase.
Okay, that's it. Hello.
Good evening, madam.
Yes, please. Welcome.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Collins.
Okay, Mr. Collins.
Yeah, I greet the house, so the great in the house.
Good
Yes,
evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Double Doctor.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Sir, I sent a friendly to you last week. I don't know, maybe you relate the message, sir.
Okay, go on.
Okay, sir, we have a heated argument, almost about 12 of us. We want to digress a bit. So we want to know, sir, please, sincerely, between soccer and boxing, to know which one, because you are extraordinary at the two. So we just want to know your best, sir.
Well, to God be the glory, very tough question. If Bakole has to fight Chisora and Brazil is taking on, say, Croatia, I would prefer to do football. Does that answer it?
No, I mean your best, sir.
He just gave you the answer. He just gave you the answer.
No, that's not that.
You know they read Bible. You know they read Bible.
People are speaking Bible.
If Nigeria is taking on Ghana and Mayweather decides to fight Jake Paul in exhibition games, I'll prefer to do Nigeria-Ghana. If Wilder is taking on Fury, or Usyk is taking on Fury, and let's take it this way, Niger is taking on Chad, you will see me do boxing. So it depends on what God serves, and that's how I pick.
Okay, if it's like that, what if Nigeria is taking on Cesar and Joshua is taking on Tyson Fury?
Well, it has to be Nigeria taking on Senegal. Well, let me tell you this. I use both. One for personal management, another for group management. You see, when you analyze football, there are many parameters because there are many people. So you want to look at who is on the ball, who is off the ball. You want to look at organization off the ball. You want to look at organization on the ball. You want to even look at the size of the field. But when it's boxing, it's just one man. So the parameters are not too many. So you find that when we talk football, you think we know it all. But that's because there are so many answers, so many questions that we have to answer while analyzing. Now, Modric is about taking a kick. Would he do a short pass? Will he do a long pass? Who is the person positioning himself for a header? But if it's boxing, you just want to say the style of the man, like Deontay Wilder, is to write an L, turn his left shoulder to your chest, and once your gloves are down, he offloads his right. So it's easier to analyze boxing than it is to analyze football.
All right, so I guess you got your answer. Thank you very much. Yes, let's get some updates, Hinka.
All right, it is halftime already at the Al Janoub Stadium. It is Japan 1, Croatia 0. Yes, the goal scored by Daisy Maeda right on the 45th minute mark. On the 43rd minute mark, give them that 1-goal lead. Pounced on a loose ball inside the box and beats the goalkeeper with a low shot into the middle of the net to score the first goal of this game. Well, that'll be more. No, the keeper fingers crossed. But then, as it stands, it is Japan who leads 1-0 in this particular encounter against the opponent, Croatia. Let's let you know, of course, right after that goal, it was subjected to a VR check. It passed. A corner kick was well awarded to Croatia. Modric was there to take, but then the corner kick came to naught. Just 2 minutes was played. 3 minutes was played after the first half. There were no stoppages. Everything moved so fast, and the game terminates at the end of that time. So Japan 1, Croatia 0. Halftime at the Al Janoub Stadium in Wakra, Qatar. All right, still 7 more right here on the show. Let's let you know you can be part of it, and let's have your reaction on the show at this point in time on this broadcast.